Welcome back to another quick action figure obsession video. And as you may recall in my recent haul videos, one of the things that I picked up was the Walgreens exclusive Punisher from something like a decade ago, maybe a little under a decade ago. Um, that was later reissued in the 2017 retro series, the very first retro slash vintage series that Hasbro Marvel Legends released on that white uh, sort of nostalgia card with a more traditional Punisher than we got with the Walgreens one. With the Walgreens one, well, first of all, this is not completely the one we got with the Walgreens one. So I swapped out the head for the kind of Josh Brolin looking head that he has in the Punisher War Journal 2 pack. I think that's a better and more natural and more realistic looking head than the one that he came with out of the box, which I think they were, 10 years or so ago, going for more of a Jim Lee, uh, but cartoony look. And this is more like a naturalistic interpretation of the Jim Lee look. I had hoped the Shield 3 pack, the one that came with Nick Fury's Junior and Senior, and depending on which way you wanted to go with that one, and Dum Dum Dugan and Sharon Carter, Agent 13. I was hoping that the white trigger fingers would match, trigger finger hands would match these, because these are just item holding hands that this Walgreens Punisher came with. He didn't have any alternate hands or trigger finger hands. And I did try swapping them out, but the color difference is just too noticeable. Seem like this is a whiter brighter white. Hats off to Robo. The gloves on the Punisher here are a brighter white than the white on the gloves of the Shield agents, which surprised me. I would have expected it to be the other way around. So yeah, these two heads, which I was sick of, 8 or 9 years ago, they came with the Walgreens Punisher, as did the Street Sweeper, which, going back and watching some old reviews, apparently at the time nobody realized this was actually inspired by a real weapon. Although I don't know how many white ones there were, but it's I think an automatic or semi-automatic shotgun that they called the Street Sweeper because it would make so much noise that everybody in the neighborhood would go running. So the only thing I changed is the head sculpt. Thought about cutting down the trigger fingers, cutting open the trigger fingers on the hands, but I've had limited success with that in the past, and I don't want to wreck his hands for a $50 Punisher figure from a decade ago. I think this is my third go round with this Punisher, and I'd like it to be the last one. But I think it looks better with the newer head. Thoughts? Think that goes on there good? I think it does. I like it. And then he has I think it's an M60. That has the handle on it, so that works with his item holding hands. And then there's a peg hole on the back of him. This is all the same body as the Captain America is based on, by the way, the Grim Reaper body. And there's a peg hole in his back, and the bazooka has a peg on it, so that is how he is holding the bazooka. And where's my well, here. This is the first Captain America that they did on the Grim Reaper body mold, and there they are in a fair comparison. I think you can see they're pretty much the same height, and you'll see the same details, the quads and everything. The boots and the gloves are different, obviously, but this is the same body. And it was a good body then for the Punisher. I think it still is. Maybe you could use the pinless upgrade, but more likely, if we get a maximum Punisher, they'll probably give it to us on the body they used for the War Journal Punisher and for the video game Punisher that came in the 2-pack with Nick Fury, the arcade game Punisher. And of course, if they do a maximum, probably his arms will fall off, or he'll have a really weird looking expression on his face, something like that. Just so you'll remember, that it's maximum and not just, normal quality. They have to screw it up and call it maximum. Well, anyway, so that's what I did with my Walgreens Punisher, and I think this is how he's going to go on the shelf. This is the closest I have now to a traditional black and white 1970s Punisher. Unless they give us one, I'm not going to do the swap with the parts between the War Journal Punisher and the arcade game Punisher, just because I've seen quite a few videos where people have done that and they've damaged the glove gauntlets. When they peel them off, they've torn them or wrecked them or cracked them. And I don't want to wreck them. I mean, I don't want to wreck them, is what I'm saying. So I'm not going to attempt that particular kit bash. Some people have had success with it, and other people not so much. But I do like this for what it is. This is a good classic Punisher for my shelf now. Something I've wanted probably since the last time I got rid of this one. I could take the harness off. That harness would come off with a little bit of heat with the grenade and the shotgun shells and all, but like I said, I just reacquired this one. This is my third go round. The first time I bought it for, $18.99 at Walgreens, whatever it was when it first came out. Second time I probably paid $25 or $30 for it, then traded it later or sold it or whatever. And so this is my third and hopefully final go round with the Walgreens exclusive Punisher. Now with the Punisher War Journal head instead of either of the somewhat dated looking, somewhat obsolete looking heads, with both of them, by the way, have really funky skin tone that I don't know if I'm going to have any luck matching them with anything else. I was thinking that I could put one of them on my extra Born Again Daredevil comic figure, but they are way too orange to match the neck peg on that much more natural looking figure. Thanks for joining me for this short Punisher little exercise here on Action Figure Obsession. I appreciate it. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments section below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you have hit the notification bell so they let you know anytime I upload a new video here on Action Figure Obsession. I will see you on the next one.